I have done something on this account that nobody knows about. We'll get to that in a second, but what do you mean by that, Lynette? I decided to go to Natlan, run around, open up a bunch of chests, collect the 3 pieces of a seal, then go and open up the tribal secret space, steal a sanctifying elixir, and craft an energy recharge sands on the Severed Fate set. Now, it didn't really roll all that well, but it is still much better than what she had previously. So unless I just happen to get a replacement sands for her, this is the build that she's gonna be cooking with. But regarding what I said last time about potentially allowing some more pulls on this account since we're basically just hunting for constellations, I agree with what a lot of you were saying. We can do the pulls whenever we want, but we have to have a 10 pull because showing 9 blue single pulls in a row is not that entertaining to watch. But you know what is really entertaining? Seeing this double Fischl pull. Watch. Here we go. Here comes the first Fischl right here, right on this. No, but now we're guaranteed to get one of the rate up 4 stars, meaning we get our Fischl in this pull. I will continue to do pulls on the standard banner whenever I have them. I just so happen to have a 10 pull. It is purple. Let's hope for a good constellation. I don't know if there's necessarily a 4-star weapon I'm looking for. Stringless, I mean, it's never bad to have the refinements of that. So I guess Fischl can still get an upgrade here. Let's leave 1 extra just in case we need it for someone else. We can get an R3 stringless on Fischl. Speaking of which, I have noticed that this is not maxed level. Am I able to fix that? Yes, I am. And actually, Bennett's weapon isn't maxed either. This is not what I was planning on doing, but it's kind of an important upgrade to have. Luckily, I did not have to spend too much resin in there, although I imagine this is going to take most of my weapon XP, but this is more energy recharge and more base attack for Bennett, both of which he very much wants. Also, his artifacts are not fully leveled. It doesn't matter too much, but if I get him more HP, that's more healing and more survivability for him. I don't really care how this rolls because there's no energy recharge, but now everything is level 20 except for the circlet is 16. Ooh, and he's over 250% energy recharge. I would love to get better artifacts for Fischl. It's like, this is okay, it just rolled terribly. The feather doesn't have any crit rate. Sands doesn't have any crit rate. The goblet again, it's okay, but it rolled terribly. And then the circlet's fine. But the problem is, if I go to that domain and start dumping all my resin into it, there's a chance that we see 0 progress. That's kind of to be expected, but it doesn't make for a good video. This is also not what I was planning on doing, but as I'm going through and looking at everyone's builds, I keep noticing things that I want to change. Is there any chance I actually have a bow blueprint? Oh, I probably don't have Dream Solvent though. Wait, I actually have both. Okay, yes please. So I can craft a snare hook, although as we saw earlier, I'm not going to be able to power it up very much. This will be better for my Yahoda. Right now she's on Favonius, which is good, but I really can't build her with enough crit for it to be viable. So I'm thinking we can go with the snare hook instead. Goodbye remaining weapon XP. And I probably do not have many of the drops this is gonna need either. Although surprisingly, I got it further than I thought I would. Ayo Tubby, I'm gonna be taking that weapon XP and immediately using all of it. I know I don't use Yahoda a ton on here, but we did mostly build her and she can be useful against certain enemies from Nodcry, at least when paired with Ino. And for things like the Imaginarium Theater, it's not bad to just have extra characters from different elements. I've also just realized I never got Ino on the right artifact set. I don't even have enough of these pieces to put her on the set, regardless of what the stats are. So what I could do is farm in this artifact domain, attempt to get a usable or just even a set that Ino will be able to use, and then strongbox the artifacts I won't be using to potentially get an upgrade for Fischl. Since Ino basically has nothing equipped already, we should be almost guaranteed to see an upgrade. All right, the artifact drops have not been too kind. There's a lot of defense percent, physical damage bonus, and it feels bad to take the 1 artifact off of her that is actually leveled, but this will allow us to get the full 4 set bonus. Then it's just a matter of trying to get pieces that are a little bit more fitting to what we want. As for everything else, it is golden troop time. Okay, a decent flower, and that's it for that batch. Very last one. Nothing. Okay, I have had a fantastic idea. The Lantern Rite event has once again made a reappearance, and currently I'm running on 5 whole hours of sleep, and I've been up for just about 20 hours now. So I figure, what better time to start doing all that Lantern Rite has to offer? I think most of it is available now. And you know, normally for these Lantern Rite events, I try to use the opposite, but a different opposite every year. So we've had Lantern Left, Lantern Wrong, Lantern Hypotenuse. I'm running out of ideas, but then I thought to myself, if we always try to do the opposite, why not double down on the opposite and do the opposite of the opposite? So this year, we're gonna call it Lantern Rite. I'm a genius. This is gonna be a test. Can I finish all of the mini games that Lantern Rite has to offer before I fall asleep? It seems like there's only 3 mini games, but we have cutscenes, and it's my favorite kind, the kind that interrupt you as you're trying to walk somewhere. Cutscenes without consent. Well, judging by this, it looks like we have a combat event, a sprinting event, and it doesn't seem like the third one is around here. Let's start with the sprinting. I imagine we can run. The combat one might end up being a bit difficult for this account, but we'll see. Oh wow, it really is just a running event. Okay, I know this is a 4-star only account. If they force me to use a 5-star character just to run around, we're not gonna call that cheating. Okay, this seems easy so far. My brain is having a hard time apparently forming sentences, but also trying to remember that Q is how I shoot. I would expect it to be, you know, left mouse click. I guess some of that could be due to sleep deprivation, but probably not. I'm sure that's entirely unrelated. Please tell me I get all the points. Oh, we're so fine. Nope, I don't read instructions. I just figure it out on my own. Am I supposed to not, wait, why do I keep hitting those? Oh, I missed a couple points there. Oh, I probably have to like do the dashy stuff with this. I was about to say they could have told me that. And then I remembered I skipped the instructions. No, I'm hitting every button wrong. It is insane. Okay. I also keep forgetting I probably need to dash and not just jump. You know, maybe doing this with no sleep was a bad idea. If I still somehow get all the points for this, that's kind of crazy. And I think I did. Yeah, okay. There's a bit of leniency here. I'm kind of hoping at least one of these is a 4-star character, though I'm fairly certain that's not going to be the case. Because as I was skimming through the initial explanation of this, it's supposed to be like you're reliving or recreating events, or at least just seeing characters that have had a part in the story. Forming words is so hard with my brain right now. And usually the story kind of focuses on the 5 stars because that's who they want you to pull for. 4-star. There are certain times where I'm happy to be proven wrong, and this is one of them. I feel like I'm doing something very wrong on this one though, because half of these things I'm just not seeing a way to actually, hey, I was pressing E, but that should be all of them. So the sprinting part of the event is completed. Now let's move on to something I'm going to excel at, combat, where I once again read absolutely nothing. Oh, okay, I can't do all of this. I have to wait 13 hours. Hopefully I will have slept a bit by then. I'm gonna go to hard difficulty. Oh no. Oh, I don't like that. Okay, brain, you gotta start working. I'm just bringing electro charge, and we probably want some sort of coin thing. I didn't read the words, but I saw the pictures and there were coins in those pictures. It's kind of funny because with all these new lunar reactions, it feels like they discovered that they can change the color of numbers on the screen. So now they took that and applied it to this event. Like, whoa, new tech unlocked. Imagine numbers on the screen like your damage, but with a gradient. Oh no, I didn't get highest points. Does that mean I'm missing out on rewards? Oh, I kind of want them though. What if I try very hard? Or for this account, baby mode. Ah, my sacrificial sword did not proc. That's a good start. Although it makes sense. You know, this mode's so easy. Highest difficulty for this account, they kind of need to handicap me. Otherwise, I'm going to humiliate this event. Whoever designed it is never going to want to make another event for the game again because they're going to be so embarrassed by how well I dismantled it. But you see, I actually didn't want to get a higher score there, and I'll spare the developers by going back to hard and not very hard. For the big stupid crab, obviously, we want Dendro and Hydro. I can't really do lunar reactions, so I'm going to attempt an unfield Barbara and probably live to regret that decision. Although I do have to do some Yao Yao on fielding just so that I can get her burst off. Oh, I wonder if it's actually ever gonna do the main gimmick that this boss normally does. And should I really be focusing on the boss or just the little things that it spawns in? Oh, it's doing it. That is not ideal considering I do not have Yao Yao's burst. Ladies and gentlemen, this is what we call a problem. Okay, we are blooming. We are blooming. Go, shoot. Yes, perfect. Then we proceed to Hyper Bloom. This is going to be so satisfying on my main account. I mean, not that it isn't here because it's going so well. Please shoot faster. Please shoot faster. Please. 1. That's more than nothing. Luckily, we did just build Chun-Li. I'll try her in an overloaded team, and if that doesn't work, then I'll go to Pyro Swirl. I'm gonna be honest, I don't really see this working so well. But you know what? I've seen worse, and at least it's better than the crab. I guess that first one really gave me a false sense of security. We had 12,000 there. I do want to try it again, but this time with some kind of twirl. Let's try this. I wanted to bring Fischl, but I don't want to proc overloaded, especially without Chevers. I don't feel like just chasing the enemy around nonstop. I'm just curious to see which team gets a higher score. I feel like it's gonna be this one, and I was right. This team performed a lot better. Pickle Man. I sure would love to use these 5 stars. There doesn't appear to be any sort of buff for just having Ascending Gleam, so I don't have to worry about doing that. Don't do your little pickle shenanigans right away, please. Otherwise, I would have just wasted all these bursts. Oh, there we go. Okay, he's this one. Now he's that one. Now he's this one again. Now he's that one. It feels like I'm doing well, but then I look over at the score and it doesn't look like it's going up. Granted, I can't do any lunar charged, and that's where a lot of the multipliers were coming from. I guess these boss ones are just gonna be pretty rough for this account. Oof. That wasn't good. 4,000 is it? Oh, and I can't even do the last one to redeem myself. Okay, I'll just be sad and collect this. You know what would make me happy? A C6 Fischl. That'd be pretty cool. Oh, wow, I can already claim this. That seemed really fast. I'll get to that in a second. But the reason I bring up the C6 Fischl is because I have enough for a 10 pull. So let's see if we can get that C6 Fischl. I think we need 2 or 3 more. 2, 3, something like that. We'll just get both of them in this one 10 pull. Show me Fischl. That, no, that's not what she looks like. Oh, come on, I'll skip it and then fish. Okay. Is there a 4-star that can actually make use of the rust? As far as I'm aware, though, the only character that really makes use of this is a Yoimiya. Could have at least given me a stringless. So the running event is complete. I aced the combat. So what is our final event? Let me cancel so I could see the icon. Frog? Frog event? A ribbit off. A croaking competition. Oh, my characters would be really good at that. They would die almost instantly. Don't be like co-op leapfrog, please. No, I'm sorry, I can't read. It goes against everything I believe in. Level 40 frog is dangerous, apparently. That's all I need to know. Let's start and see if I can figure out what the heck I am doing. Can I just move? Okay, no, I see what's happening, I think. Maybe, probably not. Ooh, wait, I can collect the shards. Wait, I'm running out of time already? Round end. I was fast. There's an upgrade tree. Let's do more damage. And then let's do more damage. I'm a fan of this strategy. Oh, wait, there's a boss frog or something over here. Oh, excuse you. I think we need more damage. Actually, can I upgrade the timer? That'd be good. But only if I can't upgrade damage anymore. Damage is done. I don't need more health. I'm not gonna get hit. We can indeed get more time. And then I'll take movement speed. I don't think I can take this thing out yet. I'm getting there. I'm almost able to take it out. Just joking, I did. Oh, there's a whole nother chapter. Well, give me extra time, please. No, can't read. If this keeps progressing like this, it's gonna remind me of those mobile ads that you see, where it's just a character walking in a direction and shooting out 50 billion projectiles. But whoever's controlling that character is purposely doing it in a really stupid way to rage bait you into getting the app so that you can play the quote-unquote correct way. We all know what you're doing. Not fooling anyone with that. Ironically, more development probably went into this minigame than those apps in their entirety. Okay, fine. Maybe I want a little more HP. Not because I need it. I just thought it might be kind of a fun idea. Yeah, take that. Take that. I win again. Is there another chat? Oh, there's another one. I'm not gonna lie, I'm actually enjoying this one. This one is my favorite of the minigames so far. So I'm glad that this one ended up being the last one. I've now maxed out my damage tree. I guess now it's just time to win. Assuming I have enough time to win. Oh, wait, yeah, easy. Oh, that's it? I didn't even get to max out my tree. But I got all the rewards, so there's really no reason to go further. Which also means I get to pick a 4-star. It would be comedy to pick Lanyan 2 years in a row. Gaming would get a C2. Ooh, Xianling would go to C3, which is very close to C4, and that's the one that I want the most. Also, just leveling up Pyronado is never a bad thing. Xingqiu would also go to C3. Honestly, his C2 is what I wanted most, and I have it. And I think that's kind of it for considerations. Yeah, C2 could be nice for energy recharge purposes, but I think it's mostly between these 3. What better way to decide than RNG? Everyone's about a 31% chance, and then Yao Yao is a very small chance just for the heck of it. And it looks like Gaming wins. Hey, Hoyoverse. Hey. You want to just give us one of these pickers every month? There's so many characters here I would love to pick. I guess it's only fair. Last year it was between Lanyan or Gaming C1. Now I have Gaming C1, and this year it's gonna be Gaming C2. Also, apparently there's a store. Oh, I was hoping for Primo gems or something. Oh, wait, it is Primos. Okay, wait. Oh gosh. I have 600 coins, so I could get 2 of the little ones for 120 Primos. I'll go with these 2, because they have the little frog guys, and I get 120 Primos. But then we have to leave the Festival of Leeway behind, because it is back to the mines. I mean, Artifact Domain. Oh no. Where was I farming? Oh, my brain is so half asleep right now. What was I farming for? What was the artifact? I was farming for someone. You? No. Okay, wait. I was doing strongbox for Fischl. Well, I'll figure this out. Oh, it was this, wasn't it? And before I forget, let's activate Gaming C2. The constellation isn't really anything like great. It's a little buff, but it does get us closer to C3, which is nice. And obviously the rest of the constellations, with C6 being what we really want to get. That would very much change how we use him on this account, in the sense that I would be using him constantly. He still pretty much is one of our strongest characters. But at C6, he'd be so strong. Oh, we're kind of cooking right now. I didn't show it because I'm such a good content creator. We actually got some decent artifacts in that last run. Now, I've been farming with this team in this domain. With Aino and Yahoda, we obviously get the Ascendant Gleam. But I'm curious if just using the Lanyan team is still better. Against this enemy, you want to have the lunar stuff, so it'll be kind of sad if this team is still better. However, luckily, I guess kind of luckily, that did take a lot longer, meaning the other team does have a use. Hello, I know. Currently, you're on a flower with double crit and that's it. But I just got this one, which is double crit plus ER. Does she really need crit? No. Unless we're running a Favonius weapon, because I also just got this circlet. And then for Sans, I do have one with EM. I probably would want ER, although she gets energy recharge pretty fast. Let's go with the EM. Obviously, I'm not gonna be able to power all of these up, but we actually have a full set onset for her. I guess I'm gonna level the flower, not because it's a very smart choice, but it's probably the one that has the prettiest looking stats, unless it rolls into a certain stat. This game has a really twisted sense of humor. There is now a new Imaginarium theater. The sad thing is I was comparing the trial gaming to my gaming. This one is mine, and this one is the trial one, which is better than mine. Kind of. I do have more energy recharge, so it just depends on which team I'm going to be running him in. I'm only on normal difficulty because I don't have too many characters for these elements. Like Geo, I have nobody built, but we will take oh gosh, Candace, you don't have anything. Okay, I can give you something. I don't have any goblets leveled. Oh, this one, Electro. That's good. Look, normally you think you want HP percent. No, you actually want attack percent. Yeah. Perfect. No set bonus is actually kind of ideal. That's a build. Here we go. Random companion. Yes, I'm gonna need every character I can possibly get. Oh, look, Candace, perfect. The perfect character for me to throw away. I mean, use in a really meaningful way. Definitely not just gonna burn her on the non-boss chambers. Okay, Yoimiya comes along and does nothing. I need to bring Gaming. He's my only damage dealer. So we'll use the burst. And we're gonna get so many vaporizes from that. I mean, we are getting a few, but Gaming likes to miss every single crit. All right, not quite ideal, but I was able to do it. Companion, yes. For this, I'm thinking once again, burn 2 random characters. Can I get away with just doing the same thing? My brain has to keep fighting to not swap to slots 3 and 4 because I see that their bursts are up and it's making me want to switch to them. Not that you really ever use Yoimiya's burst anyways, but it's a shiny bright color on the right side of the screen. This is doable if you can crit. This is not as doable. I want all my stars. I know every time I do this, people say you don't need the stars. But then like, why do they exist? It bothers me if I don't get them. Same plan this time with Barbara, which should allow me to get a little bit more vaporize action going on. And it's obviously a heal if I need it. Oh yeah, that's a lot better. All stars achieved. I mean, we can't do overload, so I guess Aino is better. Then we get a pyro companion and I pick Bennett. First boss, gonna have to burn some good characters here. I could just do like this and then that should be fine, right? I don't necessarily have an on-fielder for this, but it's basically just the national team. And it's funny, after spending so much time on this 4-star only account, I now understand why the national team is just like the go-to 4-star team. It makes a lot of sense. Oh no. Oh, I didn't get my stars. We go again. All right, I think we're going a little bit quicker this time. We just need to be faster here. Oh, it teleported away from me. Faster. I don't have Shenling's burst up. She needs more energy recharge. Oh, wait, we did it. Perfect. I don't think I have any more characters I can recruit, so we just try to buff at this point. And I basically only go for Vaporize. My plan is more so to just stall them out if possible. The monolith is, oh my gosh, it's going solo already. Wait. I might have to rewind here. Yeah. That's not gonna work. So if I go for this one, I just need to draw aggro. Let's try the same team. Oh, they do all spawn at once. I was hoping that wouldn't be the case. No, me. Attack me, or at least try to. Oh my, no. Very bad. Look, aggro, over here. Hey, psst, psst, over here. Why are you attacking that, you idiot? She is not leaving that thing alone. And look, I get it. I pose no threat to her whatsoever. I can't keep them away from it. All right, this isn't gonna work. I really want to save all my best characters for that, but it seems I cannot. I'm gonna have to get really lucky with the cards to get extra vigor back for some of these characters. This is super scuffed. Let's see if it works. I need you to stop attacking the monolith. How many times do I have to tell you? Oh, I don't like it. This is not good. I can't keep them away from it. So my only choice is to fight them directly next to it, meaning they're always hitting it. I might have to forego my star bonus here, because if they touch that thing one more time, it's game over. Okay, heck with the star bonus, I guess. It just makes me sad. Mystery cash, save me. I don't want these. Free, yes, save me. Oh, it's not good. Give me, please. I'll go with this. I don't care. Oh, it's perfect. You know, I've always said there's no point in getting all the star bonuses. I have always been an advocate for just ignoring them. About 90% of this team's damage comes from Yunjin's skill. This is my hardest hitting move. Unfortunately, it doesn't seem like it hits hard enough. Okay, cool. This is interesting. There's really nothing I can do differently. I guess I just hope for even more crits with Yunjin. All right, so interesting. I did basically the same exact thing, and that time I was able to do it. Well, I was able to get 10 of them. Still don't get the star, but like I always say, the stars are for... I'm trying to think of the word that rhymes with stars. The stars are for losers. Big battle time. I kind of have a team. It'd be much better if these enemies were grouped up a little bit, and if you didn't completely dodge my skill there and run out of my burst. I could not imagine that have starting worse. Let me try that again. I could not have... I'm just gonna stop talking. It couldn't have gone worse. That's what I'm saying. Okie dokie. Just die. Three stars out of 6. It's not a whole lot, but I do get 440 primos, as well as just some artifact XP. I do have the ability to get 2 fart trails, so I unlocked the only 2 4-stars in here. Oh, they have to be level 90 and friendship level 8. Oh, and apparently I don't even have Kirara on this account, or Ningguang. All right. Cross out that fart trail option. Gonna be quite a while before we can get one of those. All right, so it's been about 2 days. I've condensed my resin in the meantime, and for anyone who's curious, I had stayed up for a whopping 25 hours. But as a result, I am now back on a normal sleep schedule. I can't wait to ruin it again in about a week. Guys, I can't believe it. I actually got a perfect Aino feather. But with that, all of our resin is spent, so now there are 2 things I want to do. First of which is to try to get Aino on a decent set. Although I just realized I didn't get any EM goblets or sands. Well, I guess I could power up the feather. It kind of rolled into everything, which is all right. How do you roll the one stat I don't want? I'm once again completely out of fodder. That just seems to happen instantly on this account every single time I play. However, Aino stats are steadily improving. I'm aware that Aino herself really doesn't do that much damage. But again, on this account, every little bit of damage helps. So, fun fact, the main goal for this whole video was going to be getting artifact upgrades. I've farmed in this domain for like 4 more days than what you've seen in this video, and I decided to cut all of it because there have just been no upgrades. So instead, the artifact farming has become basically the C plot of this episode. Thank you so much, RNG. I'm just gonna spend the rest of my resin here and see where that leaves us. I guess I'll try leveling this up. She just needs the tiniest bit more energy recharge, and then she'll always have her burst back when I need it. The last stat on this one is HP percent. Kind of unfortunate. And I guess I'll go for this because it's the only other artifact with a chance for energy recharge. And I don't get it. I get the worst stat on it. Nah, that's fine. I see how it is. Can the strong box at least be nice? No, literally all of these are so bad. I did get 1 piece. I already powered it up, and it rolled okay. 1 useless roll, but it's better than the previous sand she was using, giving her this crit ratio now. I'd still prefer a little more crit rate, but we're getting there. With that being said, I hope you guys did enjoy, and as always, I shall see you all next time.